Hi friends, this is your Python partner here and now we are going to see a program on library catalog. So before seeing this, I really assume that you know the concept of nesting, and if you are someone who doesn't know what nesting in Python is, then I really suggest you to go watch that video and come back here. So yeah, I'll include that link in the description box. You can just go see that and come back here. And yes, so now what is happening in this program right now is we are just going to check a library catalog for the availability of the book that we are intended to read today. Okay, yes, and the nesting concept that is used here is it is a list of dictionaries. Okay, so let's see the program, and here at first, yes, it is a library catalog, it is a list. Okay, it is a list which has number of dictionaries inside that, and the dictionary structure is like it consists of two key value pairs. Okay, one is title and it is the title of the book, and another one key is available, that is number of availability of the books. Okay, so we have around some 10 titles here. Okay, fine. So this is the library catalog list of dictionaries. So we have username and user ID here in order to get the name of the user and as well as a 3-digit ID number, and of course any 3-digit number will do here. Yeah, then we are just going to next step where we are just going to validate the ID format. Okay, for that we have used here if not user ID is digit of or length of user ID not equal to 3. In sense, this if the condition that the user ID is not a digit, this is digit of is the method of a string object. Okay, it is just going to test whether all the characters are numeric digits. Okay, only then it will return true, if not it will return false. Okay, so here if someone is going to enter f33 something like that, it is definitely going to be false. Okay, and any one condition here, if the user ID is not completely digits, or else if the length of the user ID is not equal to 3, then this if loop will be executed. It will give out a message like it is an invalid ID format and please enter a 3-digit ID number, like that. Okay, and if the user entered correct details like the length of the digit is actually 3 and as well as it satisfies the is digit of method, then of course the else loop will be executed and it prints welcome and the username, whatever the username. So I have used here f string here. Okay, so for example we can take it as Sada here. Okay, so it is going to display the available books for the user to select. Okay, for that here we have used a for loop. Okay, so for I in range of length of library catalog, that is till 10, right? So for that, so till that we have to iterate. So that is the thing. And print of f string I plus 1 and since the number. Like, okay, so I at first is 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. Then dot library catalog of 0 and title. So what is that? At first we have Catcher in the Rye. Okay, so that book will be displayed. And of course you always remember that a list has that indexing starting from 0. So normally library catalog of I at first value it will be 0. Okay, so library catalog of 0 and since the first element in the list. So likewise again it will go to the for loop and I value changes to 1 and again then it comes to I plus 1. So 1 plus 1 it is 2. Then the second, so library catalog of 1, that is the title. So what is that thing? And this to kill a mockingbird. Okay, so that will be displayed. So likewise it continues till the end of that catalog, I mean end of that list. Okay, and then we are asking the user to enter the number of the book that they want to check the availability, and yes, so whatever it is the user is going to enter that. So now we are going to validate the choice that user entered. Okay, so for example we can take here the user entered number 7. Okay, and now the choice variable is referring to the value 7. Okay, and now if that 7 dot as digit of will be executed, of course it is a digit, so that it will be satisfied. And again it is an unconditioned, so the two condition needs to be satisfied. So the second condition that we are going to check here is if the entered digit is within the limits, that is 1 to 10, right? So that is it. So 1 less than or equal to int of choice. So why we have given int of choice here? Because input of function always gives you the string. Okay, and we have to change it to int before comparing or any of this computation, so that is why. And yes, so 1 less than or equal to int of 7. of course, and less than or equal to length of library catalog. So what is the length of the library catalog? It is 10 here. So of course 7 is within the limit. So 1 less than or equal to 7 and less than or equal to 10. So the condition is satisfied here. Okay. So both the conditions are satisfied, and then we are just getting inside the if loop, and the selected book is equal to library catalog of int of choice minus 1. So what we are doing here, of course, we are just assigning that particular book to this selected book, the particular choice of that user to the selected book. Okay, so int of choice, we are just converting the choice variable into int, and we are just subtracting 1 from it, because the list indexes start from 0. So only if we subtract 1 from the choice variable, we'll get the correct book here. Fine, that is the thing. And now we have assigned that. Okay, and now we are just going to see if the selected book, that availability, the book is Frankenstein and it is available. Okay, and the number is 4. So of course it is greater than 0. So this if condition is also satisfied, and now we are just going to print that is the book Frankenstein is available. Yeah, and here there is an else loop. Of course, if the availability is 0, of course the book is not available will be printed out, and of course, and there is another else loop in the main if loop. Okay, so that will be executed if the user entered any invalid choices, like if it is something 0 or something beyond 10 or some alphabets or something like that, it is invalid, so that the message invalid choice and please enter a valid book number will be executed. Okay, and see, this is the output. So it asks for the username as well as an ID. So we entered Sada and 101, and yes, we just welcome Sada, and we just given the available books. We have just displayed it, and we are asking Sada to enter her choice, and she entered 7, and of course book Frankston is available. Enjoy reading. So that's it. So yeah, that's it friends, and this program really explained the concept of list of dictionaries, and yes, I hope you really understand these concepts very well right now, and we could see more programs on this, and yeah, play around with this program for a while so that you'll get used to the concepts as well as the steps what is happening inside. And if you got any doubt, and feel free to ask me, and I'm really happy to help you. And don't forget to like the video, and as well join me in this journey of learning. Let's make this journey more interesting. Bye bye and take care.